the early lead.
The kicker on.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Washington, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield, here's Tua. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Knocked down at the line of scrimmage.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. And he comes back with one complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
He's going to air it out deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Complete.
It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Philadelphia.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
A yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Intercepted by the Eagles. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Seven yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down, and 3 yards to go.
Burrow on 3rd down. Open man, it's Reagor. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now it's Burrow. This ball complete to Reagor. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Philadelphia.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Eagles 14. Washington, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Barrett. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
1-yard line.
On first down, it's Gibson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Ball carry.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua escaping the pressure right. Got his man on the comebacker. That's Barrett. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Tua going to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And Washington has made this a one-score game.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
A gain of 14.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Mike 10. Mike 10, Mike 10. Silver, silver. Motion, motion.
setting to throw on first down is Tua. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Mike 10. Mike 10, Mike 10.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off at the 13, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That'll be caught. Reagor with it.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
Reagor catches it left side.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down, Eagles.
it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 25. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
For the point after.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
5-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He'll fire it deep for Rager. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now Burrow on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Chase Young just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. Parks. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
The kicker on.
A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Oh, it looked like the Eagles got this back. Yes, Philadelphia football. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
First and 10, Joe Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Well, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown.
Philadelphia.
He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? 2 hands, and in this case, we just saw it with 1 hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at him, it comes back at you. In this case, he just envelops it and brings it in.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Will take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there for Washington. 49 yards.
Like 10, like 10.
On first down, Gibson. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, it's Tua. being chased out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15, the 40. He's at the 30.
Bring it! Bring it!
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and is coming to the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him.
To a hit, and the ball is out.
And it's picked up by the Eagles. And some space here. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
On 2nd down now, it's Green. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Green. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Third and goal, Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for number 89.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And 18.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
By the Eagles.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a give right side. It's Parks. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, Doug Peterson turns it over to the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this wide now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
At the 38-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Antonio Gibson, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Tens the mic. Tens the mic. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10.
Now Tua. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
44, Mike, 44. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
44's the mic.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
44, Mike, 44. Cover it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Parks. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch 79 Broncos. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
On second down, it's Green. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
It's 31. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Parks. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
25-yard line.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Eagle first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. In your face.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He's to the 10. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. You got to give him the football again here. He gets the big run down to the 2. Pay it off.
I like it. I like the call, but here's always the question. How many times do we see the big runs and the guy pats his helmet and says, take me out? Why would you go out when you've got a chance to get it again and score?
And they will take a knee here.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Ricky.
They'll try the left side. It's Parks.
Today's final score, Eagles 38, Washington 13.